come out here with a positive attitude, ready to work. First thing, 2 steps out the door, bam, right on my back. Well, it's better when it's grounded. Look at this right here, you two. Look at this. I'm from North Carolina. We don't do this. I don't know. It looks good enough for now. We can go with it. Welcome to Amateur Hour here at Small Block Saloon. Grade 8 bolts to hold on fiberglass, you know, because that's how we do at Small Block Saloon. Hello YouTube and welcome back to Small Block Saloon Antarctica edition. Alright guys, welcome back. We're going to work on the Lamborghini Drift car some more. Start getting some things framed up, welded up, squared up so that we can really get serious about mounting this body and start making it all happen. So let's get into it. Alright YouTube, so I built on a budget just like most old school hot rodders did. And I got some of these construction shelving beams laying around. And these are like the beams like in Lowe's that hold, you know, their racks and hold pallets and stuff. So I figured if they'll hold that, they'll hold the fiberglass on this car. So we're going to start cutting these up and making kind of like an exoskeleton. Well, not really exoskeleton, but a interior skeleton, I guess, to hold the fiberglass panels on the outside of the car. So, yeah, we'll get to cutting and welding. Alright guys, let me show you what I got. I cut that beam, rounded the inside where it fits in the door jamb. We'll probably end up making a plate up here that does something, but for right now, this is just a base to build off of. It's gonna take a lot of metal to fill in the gaps between this Mustang, what's gonna be left of basically a Mustang floor pan and that Lamborghini body, because dimensionally they're way different. But the thought is, if this will stay up there, I'll show you. I'm gonna weld that in place, and then this door seal should ride something like that. Again, we're gonna need to build off, but that'll give us a solid enough base to weld metal to. We might cut up more of that beam and just weld it like on the edge. We want this piece stiff because getting in and out of this car is not going to be easy. And if this fiberglass is not supported, it's going to get broken. So I'm going to weld that on now. All right, YouTube, there's some tacks. Make sure it's in the right place before we really feed it the beans, you know, and make a big mess. It'd be nice if it sat down like that right there. I don't know if I can make that happen. That would be dropping that that'd be dropping that back about an inch. Or maybe we can fiberglass a new lip on it to sit on top of this. That might work too. I don't know. It looks good enough for now. We can go with it. We're going to go with it as soon as I can find my welding helmet. Weld's better when it's grounded. Welcome to Amateur Hour here at Small Block Saloon. Burn through it, YouTube. Woo! This welder does that every now and then. Like you let off the trigger and it keeps going. It's scary. Alright guys, so I got both sides of the, I guess we'll call them rocker panel welded in. And I've been looking at this rear suspension. And it's just going to be too much for this video. We could probably start taking it apart, but it ain't going to get done. Look at this, YouTube. Look at this. I have done it, busted my butt walking to the shop. Whew. Out of breath, fat, out of shape, butt hurts. Look, man, I had the plastic bags on my feet and everything. Whew. Life's difficult sometimes. Some of you might be saying, driver, why'd you fall? Why are you so crazy? Why you got snow all over you? Because of this. Look at this. Look at this right here, YouTube. Look at this. I'm from North Carolina. We don't do this. We don't do this. This ain't for me, man. It needs to go somewhere. I know I got snow on my back. I got it in my crack too. So I've said it in a few videos now, but this whole thing is just wonky. I don't know if it was caused the way it was molded. I don't know if it's because it sit so many years and got distorted. I don't know, but getting it squared up and leveled is just a chore. But I'm just gonna have to start doing the best I can, and then if we got to modify it, we'll modify it. So here's what we're gonna do. I got some keeping with the junk theme. I got some old tubing here. It's part of a trampoline. Got a couple pieces, and I think what I'm gonna do is take this and make a support that runs from this brace, this fender brace. This I can't talk this morning. Sorry, fellas. It's cold. Anyway, run it from here down along the bottom of that edge of that fiberglass. We might put a lip on it, put rib nuts in it to secure. I don't know, but that's going to give us something down low to hold this valence on. And it'll also give us a point to start building up to catch some of this upper structure. We're going to have exhaust back here. We're going to have a wing on the car. I got to get something rigid to work from. So that's what we're going to do now with that. All right, guys. So my battery died. It's cold out here, but I got that piece welded together. Next, I'm gonna cut it off, kind of flush with this frame rail. Probably weld it in. Give us a base to start building. It's gonna probably be a bunch of tube work under this fiberglass body, so that basically the body can just sit down and mount on that. But you can see we got wood and everything else, clamps, and I got to get this thing. I got to get everything squared up and more secure so I can actually get serious about mounting this body. So that's what we're gonna do now. Somewhat. All right, YouTube. So I got a piece of my handy dandy construction beam cut there, and I think what I'm gonna do is use that to make like a skeleton for inside the body, so the body can be lowered down on top of it. It's probably not making sense to you now, but it will as we go along. All right, guys, update time. So I finally have found where I think square is, or square as it's gonna be. I put this plate down here. We're gonna weld this in to hold the bottom of this kit, and then we got our support tube. Probably gonna be able to come in later on, take our buffer off of that support, maybe our exhaust, maybe some extensions out to the wheel wells. I don't know, but all this hinges off this piece in the back. So we're gonna go ahead and weld this in next, so then we can have something to bolt the body to and start squaring this thing up where to quit moving around. These bolts are temporary now, YouTube, just to hold it in place. Finally starting to get this thing kind of locked down where to quit walking around and moving around. Grade 8 bolts to hold on fiberglass, you know, because that's how we do at Small Block Saloon. All right, guys, let me show you what I've done. I made some uprights. I know the welding is horrible. It's cold. I was having to fold up in there. Once I peel the body off, I'll clean it up some and paint or undercoat the rest. I don't care. What I got is I made this upright piece right here. And I'm going to put another piece, when I take the body off, I'm going to take another piece of metal with a bolt in it and then drill a hole through both pieces where when the body comes back down, this will be a body mount. And then you saw me mounting those holes in the back here off this back bumper. So I got four bolts off that. And this is really starting to get rigid back here. Not sure if I'm gonna need to put radiators under, you know, these scoops and stuff. I'm not sure, but we got a heavy duty enough base now to where we can work on. We can start fabbing stuff. Probably gonna leave this part open because I'm not sure what we're gonna do, like I said, with radiators and exhaust work. But at least it ain't moving around no more. It's solid. And I know it don't look like much, man, but that's been about 5-6 hours worth of work. I kept measuring it. There's lines, if you look, there's lines on this stuff everywhere where I kept cross-referencing and measuring, and it's pretty close. It still ain't perfect, but I don't think it's going to get perfect. And I know who's going to own it, and it's good enough for that guy. I think I'm going to cut this one off about right here. It's been a lot of measuring and head scratching. I know it don't like a lot has happened other than the rocker panels and the stuff in the back, but and that's really it. But I cannot explain to you how crooked this how crooked this thing was. I mean, it won't straight nowhere. So this is it. I'm out of time. This is gonna be it for this one. If you're new here, we appreciate you watching. If you hadn't subscribed, please think about doing that. And drop me a comment, man. Tell me what you think. If you got an idea, you know, even if you want to tell me where you're watching from. But I'm rambling. We'll catch you in the next one. Later. Life's difficult sometimes.